Hey everybody, wanted to give you a quick rundown of the rear steer conversion kit that I've got. So in your kit, you're going to get this G10 plate here, a couple screws, nuts, washers, and then two links pre-bent like this for you. So what you're going to do is take your front axle, mount that in the rear, and reuse your lower links. Now I'm assuming you're doing this on the Vertex 10W. The wheelbase is right about 13 inches, same as my link length here. If you're trying to do this on the Vertex 10N, the links are going to be too long for you. They're going to, these ones here are going to kick the pinion up, which you may or may not like. Couple easy quick fixes there. You can put longer rod ends on there, or you can drill a new hole in your stock rails there. There's a lot of material there to drill new holes. You'd have to move that back half an inch or whatever, drill a new hole there. So anyways, I've partially disassembled this a little bit just to speed things up. I have gone ahead and removed the stock mount there. That comes off with these 5 screws. And the new one, as you see, is designed to duplicate that, but give you this extra material on the front here, and that is for your link mounts. I'm going to go ahead and put this in here real quick without the servo. Again, just to speed things up. I got a little bit of a mess here. I apologize. If you have not already thought this far ahead, if you're putting the front axle in the rear, make sure you remove that brass, because you're probably not going to want that back end heavy like that. I still have the steel sleeves in this axle. I have not yet changed them out for aluminum or carbon fiber, but that is on the short list of things to do on here. I'll get that taken care of here in the next few days. So, mount's going to go on there. I'm just going to put these 3 screws in there just to make sure it's held in place sturdy. The other holes here are to hold your servo, obviously. And then you got a couple of additional holes here for adjusting the width there. And that is to control your roll center. The closer you have these together, the more that axle swings when it pivots. And the wider these are, the more it just kind of twists in place. So that's just a tuning thing, in case you're not aware of that. Your links here are going to come with Traxxas rod ends. This is 7mm wide ball up front, and this is a 9.2mm. Hopefully you can see that all right. So basically it's got a little riser built into it there. I'm going to go ahead and feed this in place. Oops. Get those nuts off of there. Now, this is my new chassis, and I've got a few different holes here for adjustments here. I'm using the middle one, which is equivalent to the lowest one on the stock rails. Mine came adjusted, mounted at this hole here. I moved it down, give you a little more anti-squat. And that's where this middle hole is at here. Oops. Okay. Get on there. There we go. So these are the middle position. I've been driving mine with this setup here. This is just one of my first initial cuts here. The 2 that I've been using there are the narrowest that you'll see on here. And it's been working just great. I wanted to add a couple more holes. I wanted to have that flexibility and adjustment there. And now I just need to cut myself a new one here soon. Tighten this up a little bit. And this guy here, mine's a little tight because of that dig unit. Come on. And there we go. All I gotta do is get those back ones there tightened up, and it's good to go. I'm not gonna do that right at the moment because I think you get the picture. So with this in place, and you take a look, there's a little bit of caster in the rear. I try to take as much of that out as possible, but I designed these in a way where that length allows you to get a little bit more caster if you tighten these up a little bit, or a little bit less if you loosen them, or switch out to the long rod ends. You can cut these down, by the way, in case you didn't know. There's plenty of material in there to thread. So you put a long rod end on there, you can trim that and adjust just how much caster you want in the back there. I like to keep it pretty neutral, pretty much zero, or just a little bit hair caster on there. So I've got a little bit more than I normally prefer, but that's decent. I'm also not tightened up there. The links can go either forward or back. They're probably going to work better towards the rear here, and that gives you the flexibility you need here between the link and the rod end and the plate so it doesn't bind up. Okay, so there you go. Swap the plate, get your servo in there, new links. You can adjust the width, you can adjust the height by putting some washers or spacers underneath them if you want, and then you are good to go for all-wheel steer. Have fun.